Bad day all around. Bad day all around. A philosophical reflection on God's morning announcement. So, God wakes up, and the first thing he does is survey the world. Not just a piece, not a country, not a family, not a single crisis, not a melting glacier or burning church, but the whole thing, the entirety, in one glance, one gaze, the all. Then, he turns to his cabinet, his celestial colleagues, the inner ring of metaphysical administrators, perhaps angels, perhaps former saints promoted to executive status, perhaps strange beings outside even our imagining. And he says, in a voice filled with theatrical joy, "A good morning. Everybody, good morning." He is smiling, maybe. He is grand, commanding, full of charm. There's warmth in his tone, no doubt. He's performed this line before. And then, without pause, no breath between sentiment and summation, he delivers the daily diagnosis, the pronouncement, the tone-setting mantra of the entire divine office. All right, let's get started. And so, bad day all around. And as if that weren't enough, he turns to his right-hand being and relishes the decree, I just love it. Bad day all around. And now the laugh begins. Not the soft chuckle of an old man with a private joke, not the bemused smile of a distant architect, but a full-throated, wild, unleashed, megalomaniacal mad scientist laugh. Bad day all around. He says it again. And then, self-congratulating, triumphant, theatrical, delighted, I'm good, I am that good. Ha! 1. The first shock. God laughs. To the ears trained by centuries of theology, this image is either scandal or revelation. The God of stained glass and seminaries is often imagined as just, holy, merciful, solemn. This God in the story, your story, is none of these things, at least not conventionally. He is playful, perhaps even perverse. He is amused by calamity. He is an orchestrator of disappointment. He is not wringing his hands over human suffering, he is rejoicing in it. And now, we have a philosophical puzzle. What kind of God laughs at destruction? What kind of creator sees ruin and says perfect? Let's begin. Is this satire? Is it an inversion? Is this God a mask or is he unmasked? Let us investigate. 2. The theology of performance. Let us start here. This is not the God of the book of Job, nor the God of Isaiah, nor the God of Aquinas or Augustine. At least not directly. This God is more like the ringmaster of the cosmic circus, the one who sets the tone for the day, not by soothing or resolving, but by amplifying the absurd. He's not unaware of suffering. He's leaning into it. He begins the day not with a plan to prevent suffering, but with a blanket announcement of its inevitability. A decree. A giddy proclamation, bad day all around. This suggests something radical, not that God is malicious, but that the badness of the day is somehow already woven into the divine aesthetic, not a flaw, not a breakdown, but an ingredient. There is a certain theological daring in this. It borders on the Gnostic, where the world is not the perfect work of a loving creator, but a flawed and maybe even cursed theater, ruled by something chaotic or dark, or at least morally ambiguous. But maybe this is not Gnosticism. Maybe it is hyperrealism. Maybe this God is not evil, but simply honest. Let us say, he is not cruel. He is unfiltered. He does not pretend the day will go well. He does not offer platitudes. He does not sugarcoat the absurdities. He calls them forth. He proclaims them. He celebrates the dysfunction. Not because he wants harm, but because he has accepted, more than we have, the nature of the stage. 3. God as artist, not engineer. Consider this. Perhaps God is not the master technician, but the master artist. An engineer wakes up and evaluates the system. Is it working? Are the parts functional? Are the outputs predictable? Is it optimal? But the artist wakes up and sees chaos, contradiction, brokenness, and says, yes. Just right. Perfectly imperfect. Let's begin. This God, your God, laughing in the morning, declaring bad day all around, may be the God who sees tragedy as a genre, not as a mistake, not as a moral failure, but as a mode of expression. In this frame, suffering is not erased. It is framed, rendered, included in the aesthetic, and now we are challenged, is this nihilism or is this maturity? Because in truth, the world is absurd. People do die mid-sentence. Empires do fall from within. Innocence is exploited. And still, sunsets also blaze. Laughter also erupts. Babies also sleep on their mother's chest. Beauty also remains. This God is not picking sides. He is holding the whole. He is not fixing the machine. He is watching the opera. 4. God's associates. And now let us turn to the image of the associates, the heavenly bureaucracy. What kind of assistants surround a God who loves to begin the day by declaring bad day all around? Not sycophants, not moral scolds, perhaps comedians, perhaps philosophers, perhaps failures redeemed and promoted, those who know what it is to fall short and yet return to work again. Maybe his cabinet is made up of those whose very suffering made them capable of holding the world's weight without crumbling. Maybe the angel nearest him is Job, now on payroll, or Kafka, or Hannah Arendt, or a mother who buried her child and yet still sings. Who could stand near such a God but those who have already lost everything and live to say so? And what do they do all day? Do they repair the cosmos? Or do they simply hold witness to it? Perhaps that's the point. Maybe the highest form of divine labor is not intervention. Maybe it's attention. 5. The laugh. The laughter is crucial. A God who laughs at pain is terrifying. But a God who laughs like a mad scientist? Now we are in the realm of mythology, theater, and tragic comedy. This laugh is knowing. This laugh is shocking. It is not just a response to what is. It is a reminder of what is not. It is a laugh that reveals the illusion of control, the fragility of human dignity, the pettiness of our certainties. It is the laugh of someone who sees the universe not as a courtroom, but as a stage. And he's seen every act, every twist, every reversal. And still, he laughs. Not at us, but at the impossibility of it all. He laughs because it's too much. He laughs because he's overwhelmed. He laughs because that's all that's left to do. It is not a cruel laugh. It is the laugh of the one who cannot cry anymore. And maybe, just maybe, it is the laugh of the one who knows how it ends. 6. I'm good. I am that good. This line, I'm good. I am that good. It's almost too much. It's God doing stand-up comedy about the world he made, as if he's leaning into the cosmic chaos not with guilt or apology, but with the full swagger of divine absurdity. Look at this mess, he seems to say. Marvel at it. I made that. You think you're overwhelmed? Try me. Here, God plays the part of the boastful artist, perhaps like Picasso after Guernica, or Shakespeare after King Lear, or Dostoevsky after the brothers Karamazov. I'm good. He says it as if he has just delivered his latest performance and already knows it will be misunderstood. But he relishes it, because he knows something we don't. He knows the full arc. He sees the redemption we can't yet fathom. And that laughter, that ego, that grin, it's not for now, it's for later, it's for the long game. 7. The problem of evil, revisited. Of course, any theologian worth their salt will smell in all of this a variation on the problem of evil. If God is good and all-powerful, why does he allow suffering? Here, your image cuts to the bone. God not only allows suffering, he wakes up and announces it. He laughs at it. He delights in it. He brags about it. This is not a defense of God. It is a reframing of God. In this vision, perhaps God is not good in the way we mean when we say good. Perhaps God is beyond that scale, not good, not evil, but origin, pure will, pure awareness, pure aesthetic consciousness. God is the conductor of the unbearable symphony. God is the flame in the furnace of meaning, not the God who stops the horror, the God who includes it, and maybe, just maybe, that is harder and more real than any other God we've been sold. 8. The human response. Let us ask, how should we live under such a God? Should we rebel? Should we despair? Should we laugh with him? I believe the answer is, we mirror the tone. If God laughs in the face of collapse, then perhaps the holiest thing we can do is to weep honestly and then laugh defiantly. We take up our place in the theater, not as victims, not as blind followers, but as tragic actors who know the script is insane. We live as if it all mattered, even if the God of mourning thinks it's already gone to hell, because maybe that's the real test. Not whether we believe in God, but whether we can keep loving each other, ourselves, the world, even when God laughs in the background. A final image. Let me leave you with this. It is morning. The sky is stained with industrial light. Birds sing over bombed cities. A child cries for breakfast. An old woman opens her store. Somewhere a man buries his brother. Somewhere else a woman kisses her lover's back. And far above or far within, God wakes up. He sees it all. He smiles. He says, "Good morning. Everybody, good morning." Then, without pause, "All right, let's get started." And so, bad day all around. He turns to his favorite. "I just love it." Then he laughs. Then he says, "I'm good. I am that good." Ha! And the world spins on. And we go about our lives, and maybe, just maybe, we learn to laugh too. Even as we weep, even as we love, even as we fall. Because that's the only thing holy left to do.